Hello. Alright, I'm largely going to be zoning out working, but feel free to ask questions. My head is still killing me. But I got stuff I gotta finish, so I'm gonna probably be pivoting back and forth depending on where I'm getting stuck. The glass carousel is pretty much done, so I think I'm finished that. The purple dragon, I'm gonna save till next week. Or let's see. So there's that, or I work on sculpt stuff. So honestly, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do right now. Right now I'm peeling the sculpt, so I'll probably work on the sculpt for a little bit. But like I said, I'll probably be going back and forth. Just because, I don't know, I'm out of it today. I need a little bit of... This is why I have multiple projects at once, so I can pivot back and forth depending on how fried I am. to I cut a part of this out to get the hollowness that I want, and I did some fuckery in here that I need to remesh this. Yeah, look at those holes. Alright, let's try. I don't need it to be perfect because this is for 3D printing, not like an in-game model or something like that, but I still don't want holes. In case it wasn't obvious, I'm basing this off of this sketch that I did. I want to see if I can actually make this. The final result's going to be a carved wood look. So I'm going to be going through and adding like uneven carved things, but first I need to make sure I have my major points, like hard edges in there. If you hear stuff slamming in the background, that is because we're also going through a windstorm right now. So it's very possible I might lose internet. problem with essentially not doing this in a 3D modeling program versus like Maya versus this is my geometry at first fit so that I could have drawn that line nice and smooth. But as soon as I extracted the inside, it remeshed it to chaos. And I guess I could go, and I still have Cozy Blanket. I have not tried that in a while, but I could go and redo the topology, but like I said, this is not for an in-game model, so I'm like, it's faster for me to just figure out a workaround than to re-topologize this thing. Especially since I'm probably going to end up having to remesh it again at some point. Like I already did to have to, I already had to remesh it to, I hate that. To fix the, I already did to fix the edges that it gave wonky triangle geometry to. Okay. Yes, I'm hoping to have at least the heads printed for Monsterpalooza. So I still gotta do ears, and then I essentially just have to fit these pieces together to match that. But I also have to go through and do all the carving parts, which I will probably do as another layer. I hate this. What is my geometry doing here that it flattens in a tube? There's like that little patch there. Yep, look at that. Just keeps doing it. Nope. Oh, Jesus. Hi, Raiders. Thanks for the raid. Cute when you're raiding. I'm alive. How are you? What were you working on? Yes, there is Puppy Cam. That is Raya. She is currently Comfort Zone Fantasy Portrait. Yeah. I am attempting to work on this thing, but trying to do hard edges in in like a 3D form, like an organic form in Nomad is annoying because it remeshes to kind of nonsense. So I may pivot to something else because this is frustrating me. Yeah, I want it to work, but it is not working. So I may go. I'm trying to finish stuff for Monsterpalooza, so like that was one of the things. So hold on, I'll show. I was like, what is the other things? So that's one of my like Hail Mary passes. Zombie Unicorn is done. I could go all the way back to... Where is he? I haven't touched it in a while. I still gotta finish this one. But I have to redo all the lumpy bits because I tried 3D printing this. And they're too thin. Yeah! Oh man, it was like when did you? Cause you have you been streaming pretty often now? Cause I think you mentioned it a while ago, but yeah, I need to figure out who else from Claws Out streams because I like to do co-streams sometimes. So if you're ever interested in that, let me know. 2-3 times a week. That's what I'm trying to, is, yeah, the same. And I'm trying to keep the schedule Monday, even though I'm dead today. There was another one I was trying to finish. The hyena was a possibility. But, anyways, I might pivot to... This one I started forever ago, and now I'm like, I'll probably end up completely redoing him. But, this is based on a watercolor I did forever ago. But yeah, his eyes are too close together. Anyways, that's another thing I have on the docket to potentially, but I'm probably going to reposition the whole thing and... I'm going to go to 2D drawing, because right now I don't have to think to draw, versus sometimes with Nomad I have to think. But yeah, if people have a preference, so there's that random hole thing, which came from, I started drawing a Deku and then got real into its eye. So there's a creepy Deku I could finish up. This one I was working on as a portfolio piece. It's not for Monsterpalooza though, so I've been kind of avoiding doing this one. Yeah, the zooming in thing is exactly what I was thinking, but I'm like, there's no way I can, like, that's just a cool TikTok, that's all that is. I can't do anything with that monetarily, but yeah, it's just zoom. Oh man. And I think if you're on the Discord, you probably saw this one's pretty much done. Finally. Yeah, it's that one's been a challenge. So yeah, I have... Was there anything else? There was other things I could potentially finish for Monsterpalooza. There is there's this one. But yeah, people have a preference for what I work on between all the things I've shown. I've got the murder horse down here that I just showed, this one. Which I have in 2 different styles, because of course... there is this... I could do this werewolf, but I don't know if I could ever do prints. Like, I don't know if people buy prints of a random just standing werewolf. I could finish the Deku. I could work on the whole. And I guess if people really want to see it, I can go... I'm mostly doing, like, the nitpicky final stuff on this, so I don't know how exciting it would be to watch, but... You like Murder Horse? Murder Horse is fun. Oh, thank you. I'm sorry I didn't catch your portraits. I love your portrait work. I suck at portraits. Well, I don't suck at portraits. I just draw... I'll show you how my people look. Alright. Slight trigger warning. That's parasites. Yep, that's my people. Or I draw like completely unmonetizable people, like this witch in the woods. Or this thing that I started drawing and then the smile poster came out and then I was like, well shit, I can't draw this anymore. Okay, but Murder Horse? You want? So do I. I would also like to be a random wood witch. I don't know if I have, Oh, well, thank you. Thank you so much for the raid. Thanks for stopping by. And yeah, let me know if you ever want to dual stream or something, because it'd be fun. Alright, Murder Horse it is, which is a bit of a Hail Mary pass, because it is in the sketch phase. So, the story about this one is I was drawing this horse, and, Yeah, hi. Hi, Green Meep. Yes. So I was drawing this horse. Sorry, I heard a noise notification, but I don't know for what it hasn't popped up. Oh, thanks for the follow, Green Meep. Okay, sorry. Can you tell how often I stream that I know what my notification sounds are? But anyway, so I was drawing this. Wasn't sure how to do the rider. I did all these different concepts for the rider, and I didn't like it. And then one night I had a really bad headache. Took like a CBD edible with a little bit of THC in it, and then worked, and then this, I completely redrew it into this. So, this is way more dynamic. They're both kind of good. They're just two different beasts at this point. Well, actually, I drew this. This was what Headache CBD Brain did. And now this is me trying to make sense of it later. But it'll work. Oh yeah, and then there was a random segue into whatever this is. That was another pose in a rendering style. But yeah, I'm trying to do it like Grim Reaper style, which is why I drew these little souls being all sucked up. I don't know if the scythe is really readable. part of me is I'm yammering away because I haven't touched this in like 2 months. So I'm very much the Gandalf meme of I have no memory of this place. But yeah, if anybody has any questions, feel free to put them in chat. If not, I will work away. Oh, wait. I have to figure out what palette I'm using. There we are. These are palettes that I made. Most of them are from like I color sample a photo and then I adjust them to be like the saturation levels I want. What's that fat pencil? I keep picking a color palette and I'll sample like 3 colors from it and then the rest of it's just me completely redoing whatever my color palette is. I am a perpetual chaos machine. Oh, so let me know if my rotating the screen is bothering anybody. It's something that it's available in Procreate. I very much like it, but I realize it's probably nauseating to look at. So if it's bothering you, let me know. My Grim Reaper here is very aware and proud of his chest. I don't know if I'm going to keep the final with line art or not. The style could work with it. Do I want that to be... I think it's less readable that way. I don't want a tangent though. Perfect seed. Okay. I was like, I'll use a perfect circle. But honestly, this does not work for a perfect circle. I like this ability in Procreate. You just draw a circle and then you hold it and then it cleans up the lines for you. So he's a weird blend of, This is armor. Like, that's why he has the eyes that he does, is it's like, his actual eyes are behind the slits, but it's also very skeletal. He might just be made of armor. Anyways, this style is very not my usual wheelhouse. Like, as you could tell from like my usual stuff, I'm usually more realistic. I'm very anatomy-based person, so like I study biology for fun. But this is me forcing myself to learn something, a different style. Alright, that's too round. I want to play with the idea of... I'll probably do this on... I'll do this on an additional layer. I don't know, I'm not totally in love with the helmet horns yet. I kind of want to do more curved, kind of fit the flow. But I might not need that anyways because I have his hair. How do I have a max of 67 layers on this already? What have I done? Oh, I see. Okay. I have to duplicate this. So I'm a fool. I should have done this forever ago. So this is the new style. You are not. Put them together. This is the chaos underneath it. Yes. Okay. So what I did, let's turn this layer off. I painted this whole thing. Over top of what was, and even more. So I actually drew over way more than I said. Sorry, I'm gonna have to organize some files. Alright, so I am just going to squish. I'm gonna merge all these because I did duplicate it. Because, yeah, I forgot I hacked this apart from the original sketch. So the original... Yeah. So that's what I started with when I decided to redo it. So I had actually gotten fairly far in this other style with the knight. And it is neat. It's just not what I was... I don't know, I wasn't 100% satisfied with it. Besides the fact that he's like sitting on the horse's ass and not where he's supposed to be. Let's see. More like that. But who knows? I might do something with this other one. But either way, this is all getting... Oh, wrong thing. Delete. Need to delete all the stuff. I might keep the original knight around just for reference, but... And all started with that. Oh yeah, I forgot, that was why I did this, because I wanted a weird horse. Weird horse head! Do you even see that once the armor's on? No. He's just weird horse. But yeah, that's why I said I might use it for something else. Anyways. Back to... So I need this group, but I don't need any of this. Delete. There you go. That's my redo. This was... That's the third style I had for this. Because, you know, 2 wasn't enough. I'm just gonna merge them into each other. I don't necessarily want to delete that E yet, even though I'll probably save that for something else. Well, that was my line of action. I'll keep that for colors for now. Oh yes, I did write down notes for the original as well. I think the original one I might end up redoing to be completely lasso tool line art, and I'll make it long. But it does, you know, kind of bring up the point that if you would... Like, if people have a preference, let me know, because I'm honestly kind of fine working on either of them. And I'm curious as to what people prefer. What I can that one up. There we go. I will continue looking with this one for now. I'm just trying to see. I should have plenty of layers to work with for now. I'll look into chopping more out later. And the whole reason I chopped a bunch of layers out in the first place was to draw his hair. This carnival of animals had taken me. They danced around me and they took my hand. Whispered, close your eyes and understand.
When I felt the change, it startled me. This carnival of animals is part of me, part of me.
I almost kind of think I should. This would probably be easier to do in like Affinity Designer. I like the original line art that I did, so I want to keep that kind of erratic feel. Just cleaner. It is giving me ideas for how to finish things. Whoops, nope. It kind of works, but it's easier to do this. Yeah, okay. So this is probably something that's like really easy and fast for someone that regularly works in cartoons to do, and I'm like, I must think all of this. And my dog has abandoned me. She comes and goes. Alright, so I'm gonna close that for now, because that was just largely like had the idea of like, oh, that'd be a nice way to render this out. So the question is, do I want all of this to be hair? Or do I want to keep it separate hair and then there's also smoke? He's also got his cloak coming off, or not, like, I guess, would you call it his cloak? There's a term for it. I can't remember what it is. Yeah, that might be a little... That might be a little much doing all that. I think the hair can be farther, just needs to be... like down to their levels. Though I could almost make this... I could completely axe the scythe part. Oh, I merged them all, so I can't remove just that element. But I could remove the scythe and just make him essentially like Vlad the Impaler. Let's test something. So his other arm, if I were to do what I'm thinking, would be like... Nope, I need to do perspective in here. Going out, down, and we'll be holding But yeah, like I could do something like that. Or he's just straight up jousting people. But I don't know if that would be readable if I pull. Oops. It just kind of looked like the horse has a unicorn horn coming out of him stabbing people. That would be a fun idea to play with. We'll worry about that later. I'll get everything else done and then see where it fits. And now I need to focus on making this armor make sense. Sorry, that is the windstorm we're having, smacking the window with stuff. So I know I want this fabric billowing out, but I was like, where is it going to come from? And I think what it is, this would be functionally terrible. But this is a Grim Reaper or whatever. He's not necessarily going for functionality. He's going for ambiance. So I think this fabric is billowing out of his vambrace armor. Like he's got the most flamboyant cufflinks. Sorry though, there's going to be a lot of back and forth, as like I mentioned, this is not my normal style at all. So usually I'm used to like putting things together by musculature, and here I have to put things together by shape language, so it's a little bit more brain workout for me. I'm gonna turn off Riot Cam since she left me for now. She left me. we may... If the stream suddenly gets cut off, it's probably because we lost power. Alright, I should do this and then duplicate this. For whatever reason, I want to start rendering it in because I feel like it's easier to feel out the forms if I'm actively filling them in. Plus the pencil that I'm using to do the outline is kind of the texture I want for this. Let me see if I can... Make background color look better. Fits with what I'm doing. Oh, okay, it's on the wrong damn edge. Okay, I want to see. There we go. I just want to get one where it doesn't change the color I'm sampling. the other one is meant to be shading on top of something, so it like, as you could see, it was like 30% darker. Actually, I like that flatter in there. Darker. Smooth darker. I was like, I'll save time and fill it, but then it got all dark. Never mind. I just want this to be the base color, I've decided. Which, now that I've decided that, I should make another layer and start popping the colors on it. So even though I changed the shading off, there's definitely some layering in this, but that I don't mind. Gotta be careful not to overblend it. There's all of that in there to give me that little bit of metal look. I think I'm working on the night guy first because he's the thing I'm least confident about. And once I have the style nailed down on him, I know I can telegraph that into the horse. Like, I know that won't be a problem, so that's why I'm largely focusing on him. Oh, that would explain why that's being weird layering now. I did it on the wrong damn layer. Oh, shit. There's something still on here. What's still on here? There we go. How many hard edges I want in this? I think I'm overdoing it right now. Okay, it's this pencil, even though it's not the shader one, is doing some shader stuff, so I'm swapping to Conte. It actually wasn't a terrible effect. I'll keep that in mind for the end. I think I'm losing a little bit too much saturation though. Decisions! Slow, agonizing decisions. This is driving me slightly mad. It's just mostly it. My head hurts today. But yes, my head has been hurting for weeks. It's just extra hurting today because frickin' I get the barometric pressure headaches. So crazy weather equals crazy headache. As soon as I try to bicep that, it looks worse. doing too much. Like, the colors aren't terrible. Things are okay in that regard. It's just... I'm figuring out how I'm going to finalize the blending and everything. What level of, like, hard edges I want to soft and vice, you know, all that nonsense. But probably be better to just... Let's see if I can draw my way out of my rut by blocking in the colors that I know I like. Ooh. My hands are cramping. I don't know what this song is, like some generic song from the, because I have Pretzel Rock as the radio I use, so it's supposedly copyright free stuff. Or at least I pay for the rights to have this PlayStation. But I don't know what the heck she's saying, but it sounds like she's saying oofta. I don't like the blue as much in the head, but I'd like it in the armor. So I might make it like it's almost color changing. Kind of like an oil slick. That's way too bright. There we go. I'm almost kind of tempted to make this based off of like samurai armor. Not like the stereotypical thing, but like the chest plating, but more of how the hands and feet work. Like the mitten form is what I'm talking about. I think I want to make this a little bit more skeleton-y. Hey, double. She got to encounter a random sheep the other day, so now she is very distrusting of random patches of woods. Okay, now let me... So right now he's just got like his lower lip hanging up here, but maybe it would be better if I just do the very stereotypical. Make him look like a radiator. I guess it makes more sense for him to have skeleton teeth, even if it is stereotypical, than the pouty lower lip. The pouty lower lip might be harder to read. the fun part of trying to figure out the forms of very random armor. I'm gonna turn my notes layer off. Where's my notes layer? Oh, there it is. Okay, so this is going to end up looking somewhat like a 3D render. For whatever reason, I really want to fill in these guys because I feel like that color, the color that I give them is going to affect how I do the rest of. It's not going to affect it, and like I'll change my whole color just for these guys. I'm saying that I want to see what the balance looks like. I have an idea that this is going to balance some stuff out. These little ghosty goos. It might just be that I'm thinking that they're going to help me define forms a little bit more, because these are more loose, so I can kind of do. I can take more liberties with them, and then it might help me decide how I want to do forms on the other things. But the wind is also picking up, good lord. Yep, all that slamming you hear is the wind smacking shit around in the backyard. Second. Forgot I had muted because the dogs are barking. Hi, it's Damsel. Thanks for the follow. Yes, there was a raid art by Smashley earlier. No worries. Thank you very much. We've been kind of, or I've been kind of, going across the board with stuff today because my brain is fried, so I keep skipping between stuff as I get frustrated with it. Thank you. This is, yeah, it's a bit more work than usual because this is very much not my style. So, since you were AFK earlier, I'll show you my usual style. This is my usual style. I'm very much like a realism person. So, like... It's a fun adventure. I'm going on my wheelhouse, but it's working. Slowly but surely. Yeah, so I'm a little bit slower than I usually would be because I have to really think about all the lines I'm putting down, and I don't usually need to. Thank you. Guess I should move. These are my ghosties. And I'll definitely be adding more. I just wanted to put them in there so I remembered that this is what I want. I should also probably name... I don't really name my layers, as you can tell. I will name groups. Okay. So yeah, right now I think I've settled on blocking in colors. I'm kind of going from there. Yeah, feel free if you have any questions or anything, just pop them in chat. If not, I am largely zoning out. By zoning out, I mean wrinkling my brain trying to think of how I do stuff, not with musculature, but with shape language.
I was awake when you called me, but I couldn't pick up. Stuck thinking about why I'm so lonely, even when I've got love. 'Cause I take one step then I spiral. I can't get out till I'm hurt. I wanna break out but not able. I'm laying down in the dirt. Maybe I just need some time to pull myself together. I don't really feel like trying now. Will I stay forever? No, we'll be alright. I wish every night. Will somebody save me? 'Cause I'm not okay here. Yeah, I'm tired of feeling like I'm caught on a wire. Will I be alright someday? full of regret. 'Cause I know for sure you won't find me if you can't see me yet.
Technically, I drew the liner with the armor headpiece on already. I'm just gonna color this like the horse body, and the armor I'm gonna do separately.
And maybe I just need some time to find myself again. Yeah, I don't really feel like trying now. Will this ever end? We'll be alright. I wish every night. Will somebody save me? 'Cause I'm not okay here. Yeah, I'm tired of feeling like I'm caught on a wire. Will I be alright someday?
Okay, so this is too intense for a lot of the areas I picked. Which, I mean, I'm not blending it in right now, I'm just color blocking, but I want to pull back some of this because I'm probably going to add a mid-tone. Kind of like I have up here. Right now I've got the pink, the blue-purple, the like orchid, and then the dark plum color. So I'm going to try to do the same thing with the horse body. This is like the base color, that base color, so I do want to make sure this one's pretty much everywhere. Also, yes, my knight is missing his legs and everything right now, but that's fine. I just wanted to start kind of figuring out the rendering. I have to figure out, I want this to be... Nope. Should use this bow. Yeah, probably.
Falling out of your atmosphere and letting go of the way things were. Pieces of me are still shattered. I still wonder if it mattered. Getting my feet back on the ground, 'cause things feel different when you're not around. I thought time would
If I do this right, I won't need the line art when I'm done.
I can remember. And the memories come and go, 'cause you're everything I know. And I'm trying so hard, but so far I can't let go. I can't let go. I can't let go. Things must be easier for you, 'cause I'm stuck here while you're somewhere new. I think of you less and less now, but I still can't figure out how. All this time has passed since you left, but somehow I struggle to forget all the places we were happy. Now they only make me empty. All the memories come and go, 'cause you're everything I know. And I'm trying so hard, but so far I can't let go. I can't let go. I can't let go. I can't let go. I can't let go.
A little bit of cleanup and then test how good I am at this. Okay, so I'm going to try turning up the line art layer and seeing how well this reads. It's not terrible, but still needs some work. Alright, I'm gonna smush these together because it's easier to clean them up if they're one. I'm gonna test something. Right, this is giving me an idea. We're gonna see if this works. First I'm going to just to make sure this is uniform. Merge these two. Test one other thing. Okay, that's not gonna give me what I want. I don't understand why. Oh, that's the one. That's why. Why is this so much lighter? Oh, it's not. Alright, I'm just paranoid. Okay. So, this kind of gives me an idea of a possible other way to render this out, because I definitely need to think of yet another way to do this. Instead of just deciding and settling and finishing this damn thing. Not yet. God dang. The scale on this brush changes so much. That's not bad, but I wonder if it'd be better if I stuck to the charcoal treatment. interesting, but it doesn't quite fit the vibes of what I'm going for. I still might render with the lines in there to try to incorporate them. I could still pull a neck green I was thinking of, just probably not quite in the context I was thinking. I do still need highlights though. I don't know entirely how much of the head's going to be showing from underneath the armor, so I'm not worried about it too much. I'm probably going to be wrapping up in like 10 minutes. And I need to take the dog out on a walk in this flood windstorm. Okay. I gotta look up the armor. I don't know if I'm going to keep the neck armor, so I'm probably going to do that on a separate layer, just so I can toggle that back and forth and decide from there. Same with these gigantic banners, because they are going to be layered differently. It's like the night skirts are probably going to come down somewhere around here. This is going to be layered underneath it, so I want to overlap a little bit in there. background, so the background is going to be on their own layer. Into the main horse color. Okay. So we're getting there. So obviously I still need to do the knight's legs, the hair, kind of decide from there if I want to do the scythe or not. The scythe might be too many damn colors going on. Because now at this point I have to start thinking of like how I want to pull these together. So this is more cohesive and less like very strict color blocky. So it might be little bit of glow, maybe. That matches the ghosts. Maybe I use the blue in here to do the horse skeleton. This is a very bad horse skeleton, by the way, but this is very stylized, so. And also, this is a notes layer. This is literally me just putting down ideas. Like his hair might be the same color as the... That might get confusing. We'll see. But I'm gonna call it here for now, because I gotta go take the dog out. I need dinner. Oh, crap. Sorry. Sorry I've been out a bit today. I'm streaming not on this channel, but with the Worst Gamers. Will be playing Rebo tonight. The Absolute Worst Gamers channel. And I'll be back with art hopefully Wednesday. And then Friday's game day. I'm trying to stream a little bit more because I'm trying to wrap up stuff for Monsterpalooza, so there's a chance that there might be a sporadic random like late night stream or Tuesday stream. So I can't guarantee. My usual days are Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, but I got a bunch of stuff I gotta wrap up, so it kind of depends on how I'm feeling. Cause yeah, so I got this one I can maybe finish for Monsterpalooza. I'm gonna try to finish this guy for Monsterpalooza. And then these are done. Finally. That one took forever. And then this random one. And then I think I might try to do the deco as a sticker if I can get that done in time. We'll see. I kind of don't have the funds to order more stickers right now. I'd love to finish the dragons, because this is a portfolio piece, but I just can't really justify working on them right now when I have to finish stuff for Monsterpalooza. We'll see. And then of course there's the sculpts. There's the sculpts I was working on in the beginning. This guy needs a lot of work. We'll see. There's a lot of Hail Mary passes happening right now. But anyways, I'll be back Wednesday at least, possibly before then. And if not, I'll be on the Absolute Worst Gamers channel tonight playing Repo. But thanks for hanging out, thanks for chatting, thanks for raiding. Which I might pay that forward. Who we got? Trying to see if I recognize anybody. Like I was hoping I have an art friend online, but I don't see anyone right now. Oh, Carson's drawing. We'll go Carson drew raid. Go to another horror artist. Yes, thanks for hanging out. But Carson Druitt is it's a fantastic another horror artist. So we'll go rate him. Alright, bye everybody.